What if the biggest staffing problem isn't actually a staffing problem? What if adding another technician would solve your operational challenge? Steve here, an operational transformation strategist from Advanced Global MSP Coaching, a team of Autotask experts. Recently, an operational strategy call with an owner of a small MSP, he was convinced he needed more people. By the end of the conversation, we discovered something completely different. His problem wasn't staffing, it was operational complexity. If you're running a 2 to 4 person MSP and constantly feeling overwhelmed, stick around because this is one of the most common issues we see. The MSP wasn't struggling because the business wasn't booming. It was struggling because the complexity of the business never went away. The team simply got smaller. Over time, team members had left. Roles were combined. Surface coordinators just disappeared. The owner took on more administrative work. New tools were added. Old processes never got cleaned up. Documentation became outdated, and the workflow rules were not adjusted over and over. Meanwhile, client expectations stayed the same. The result? Everybody worked harder than they needed to. This sounds familiar. Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what's adding the most complexity inside your MSP today. But here's really what stood out to me. The owner wasn't inexperienced. He didn't lack technical skills. He knew many of the operational issues already existed. What he didn't have was time. Like many MSP owners, his days were spent serving clients, handling emergencies, answering questions, and then trying to run the business. That left evenings and weekends for operational improvement projects, projects that rarely got finished. Understanding the problem is not enough. You need the bandwidth to systematically improve the business or a guide on the side with done for you programs. At first, the conversation focused on things like more reports, better dashboards, more workflow rules, ticket visibility, automation, even AI readiness. They all sounded like problems, but they weren't. They were simply symptoms. The real issue was that the business had become harder to manage than it needed to be. Once we identified that, the conversation completely changed. Instead of talking about software, we started talking about operations, how work flowed, how work was organized, how visibility was being maintained, and how unnecessary manual effort could be eliminated. If you're finding this useful, like and subscribe because every week I share practical operational strategies that help MSP owners get more out of the auto task and spend less time fighting fires. Once we identified the root cause, the solution became much clearer. We focused on three areas: improve the processes, improve the workload visibility, and automate the right things. Many MSPs still follow processes they built years ago. The business has changed, processes haven't. The goal is simple: remove bottlenecks, simplify workflows, make work move through the business faster. Most owners know work is piling up. What they don't always know is what deserves attention first. Better visibility means clearer priorities, better decision making, less firefighting, and more operational control. And automation isn't valuable just because it's available. It's valuable because it removes repetitive work. Once your processes are optimized and your workload is organized, automation becomes much more effective. This gives owners more time for leadership, planning, client relationships, and my favorite, go sell something. Many opportunities think they need another report or another dashboard, another automation, and maybe another technician. And sometimes you do. But more often than not, what they really need is clarity. Because once you identify the operational complexity that's slowing your business down, you can build a roadmap that actually fixes the problem. This result isn't just a better Autotask configuration. It's a business that's easier to run, easier to manage, and ready to grow. That's the difference between fixing symptoms and solving operational problems. If you'd like to find out whether your biggest challenge is really a staffing issue or an operational issue, schedule a free 30-minute operational strategy call with Advanced Global MSP Coaching. We'll help you identify the operational bottlenecks and show you where you can regain control without simply adding more bodies. Other than that, thanks for watching and have an awesome day.